Hey, this is John Frost with the Disney Blog. I just got off the monorail Red, as you can see behind me there. Took it over from Epcot to the TTC, heading to the Magic Kingdom. But I want to go check out that construction on the new bridge that's eventually going to allow us to walk all the way around the Seven Sea Lagoon, at least from the TTC to the Magic Kingdom. Can't do that right now, but one of these days soon. So this is actually one of my favorite walks to do. We'll start here, exiting the monorail. You have your choices of trams to parking, the non-Disney bus transportation loads here. You could take the monorail or the ferry to the Magic Kingdom. I'm Michael. How are you doing? Thanks for joining me. Of course, right now the trams to parking is farther away. Like, you used to be able to just walk straight out, like the sign here says take the trams to Villain or Heroes parking. You can't do that now. You have to walk out underneath the road and then pick up your trams on the other side, and that's because they're redoing the security scanning system here. We'll walk over, we'll take a peek at the ferry boat loading area before we get zooming. But it's a beautiful Sunday after a couple rainy days in Central Florida. Small chance of rain today. Mostly sunny. Probably should have worn a hat. And so there's a ferry at the dock right now, which is pretty cool. I love the ferries. It's a beautiful way to get across the lake if you're not in a hurry. Magic Kingdom does close at 6 o'clock tonight because there's a Mickey's Not So Scary tonight. So that makes Magic Kingdom a good park to go to in the morning, but a bad park to go to in the evening because you're not going to get your maximum out of it. So if you have a park hopper, I think a lot of people start at Magic Kingdom and they go over to one of the other parks that are going to be open late. So I don't know if you've been here recently, but they did change the entrance here. So there used to be these little turnstiles here in the middle. Used to be able to go down that way, and now they want you to go here, and they've added this extra shade structure, which is nice. And now they can also load and unload 2 ferries at the same time. They've actually had that second dock for a while, but it hasn't been in a spot where people could get on or off of it easily. So now they've got that figured out. And so if the monorail goes down, it'll be a little easier to get to and from the Magic Kingdom via boat. Or eventually, as we'll find out when the end of our walk today, can take you'll be able to walk all the way from Magic Kingdom all the way over to TTC. Can't quite do that today, but they are building a bridge over the little backstage water area that will make it possible. So, all right, so we're at the far end of the TTC, behind the ticket booths, where the trams used to drop off. And we're going to walk over toward Disney's Polynesian. So if you look out, you can see lots of people lined up to get tickets. It's kind of mid-afternoon, which is late, but not too late. So the walkway to the Polynesian is still open, but it is outside the secure zone. So once you leave through the security bag check area like I just did, you're gonna have to get your bags rescanned, if you want to go back into the parks. Howdy. So I love to take the walking path, stretch my legs. Walking through the Polynesian Village is actually one of my favorite things to do. As each individual resort wing has its own name and theme, and you can go in. Well, usually you can go inside and check out the different themes. I'm not sure we're gonna have time for that today. So you look down on the ground here, you'll see all these paving bricks. We'll pause here and find one that's kind of legible. So this says Weekends with Mame, Colin, Seth, and Sean and Beth and Tim, September 1997. And these were all, you could purchase these as part of the Millennial Celebration, a walk around the world. And the theory was you could start at one end, walk all the way around, and your brick might be in front of the Magic Kingdom. It might be over here on the path to the Polynesian. When you bought your brick, Disney promised you 10 years of life on that brick. But that time is long gone. We're 2019. Disney has recently announced that the walk around the world bricks will be going away. So let's go into Pago Pago. It's one of the DVC resort areas of the Polynesian Village. But it's air conditioned and I need some air conditioning. Thank you. So if you can't tell, I love Hawaiian shirts and South Pacific and Polynesian things, and I love the lobby areas of these DVC resorts. Like, look at this mid-century modern couch setup, the lamps, the little fish artwork in the background there, the rock background makes me kind of feel like I'm in the middle of the Pixar's The Incredibles, right? So I like Pago Pago because it's got these really wide hall down here at the bottom. You're just walking distance from the TTC, which means you can hop on the monorail to Epcot really quick. You don't have to go to the monorail in the main ceremonial house. And you're also not too far from where the buses pick up and drop off if you want to go to Animal Kingdom or Hollywood Studios. Family checking in with their Halloween costumes. Wonder if they're going to Mickey's Not So Scary tonight. Let's go take a look at the resort map over here really quick. Get the lay of the land. So they also have one of these inside the Great Ceremonial House, which is a little more artsy fartsy. I like to go in there. Maybe I'll walk in there before I go out. But so we have the Lilo's Playhouse, which is a great place to drop off your kids if you want to go out for a little dinner as an adult. I think they may have the Toy Story one over at Contemporary is the one that's open right now. I don't know if Lilo's is still open. I haven't checked in that. Somebody might check on that. Leave a note in the comments. They have the Oasis pool, which is a kind of like the quiet pool, but not really. But what it has is it has little sheltered areas where you can camp out underneath and not have to worry about the sun. And then we have the big pool, which has a splash pad for the young kids and a bar for the older kids. Both of those are really nicely themed. I like the the volcano outside the lava pool. And then if you keep going up, you'll get the motor launch to the Magic Kingdom, which is has a ferry symbol there, but it's actually a much smaller boat. Hi Lori, thanks for joining me. And then of course they recently added the Bora Bora bungalows, which is very expensive, but if you can afford it, you do get a nice view of the Magic Kingdom fireworks. They sleep 8, so 8 is $3,000 divided by 8. I don't know, you figure that out. It's still a lot of money a night. Maybe if you're using DVC points, the pain's not quite as bad. I like the look of them. I mean, I think it's a great addition to the resort. I just wish they had placed them somewhere else that didn't take away the view of the fireworks from the regular guests. But then the bungalows wouldn't have a view of the fireworks, so it's kind of a, they win or can't win for losing sort of situation. So here is that first pool. It has some outdoor eating, a little quick service location in there. So if you don't want to walk all the way over to the ceremonial house for Captain Cook's, you can come here, get some, I think, burgers and hot dogs and that sort of food. Smells good. Now all these rooms were remodeled a couple years ago, so while the outside does look very 70s, the inside is definitely late 2000s. More of a modern, mid-century modern update. Alright, so we're going to go, since we're here, we'll just go into the Great Ceremonial House. And then we'll continue our walk over to the Grand Floridian. So I love these little tiki symbols you see on all the signs. This guy is Maui, is his name, and you can actually buy shirts and various little merchandise with that figure on it. Pretty popular character. Other tikis around the area. Definitely feels, again, like you walked into a Brady Bunch episode. Bamboo on the walls. Then you're here in the lobby, which they recently remodeled. Oh, look, they have a little photo area there.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
So here's the check-in desk. Check in, get yourself a lei, get in the Polynesian spirit. And then, as I was saying, there's a map of the resort up here too. It's a little bit more stylized. See the wedding chapel up there on the upper left, and then all the various buildings, approximately where they're located, the pools, and at the very top, Magic Kingdom. So there is our Maui icon, and it's hard to see on my phone, but if you look past the Maui icon through those doors that lead outside, you will see Cinderella Castle, and at night it's especially visible. It's all lit up, and you can watch the fireworks show right here from inside the lobby.
Here's our facing.
There's the check-in, and On the ground here in front of me is where you might see your first hidden Mickey of the trip. Hidden Mickey, Maui, float, this giant, I love this giant chandelier that's made to look like floats that fishermen might use to catch their daily catch. So nobody's here making leis today, but sometimes when you come by, they will have people here putting together leis with fresh flowers, including one of the original Polynesian Village cast members. If you get the chance to talk to her, I definitely recommend it. So, not too many left, and they're all size smalls. Alright. So over here there's Polynesian Village merchandise. So you can buy the Polynesian Village logoed stuff. You can buy your own little Maui lamp. Polynesian Village Hawaiian shirt, stitch. Lots of good stuff in here, actually. Don't have time to show it to y'all, but this is one of my favorite stores on property. There's almost always something in here that I want to buy. And if you do come to the Polynesian Village, I recommend you spend some time here looking at this display where you see Huey, Louie, and Dewey over here, Mickey and Minnie's around the corner. We have some great memorabilia in here. So a Walt Disney comic. They have some of the albums. If you listen to the music in Polynesian Village, these albums, some of that music is playing in the background. They have pictures of some of the art being carved by the artisans that Disney hired to come in and make the tikis. What the rooms looked like back in 1971. And I'm apologizing for not remembering her name, but this is the original cast member who you might sometimes see out in front making leis for guests. These the famous little round boats there. Can't find those around anymore. Pineapple Princess. Here's what the lobby used to look like with that big mountain in there that blocked your view of Cinderella Castle when you came in, but did have kind of a more tropical feel than what the lobby currently has right now. And then Walt Disney Productions, The Castaway Cowboy. I don't know if this is going to be on Disney Plus or not. Somebody could look that up for me and add that to the comments. That'd be great. But James Garner, Vera Miles, Robert Culp, who later went on to play the FBI officer in Greatest American Hero, co-starring Eric Shea, Manu Tupou, and Nefi Hanuman. Produced by Ron Miller. What a great looking movie poster that is. All right, so keep on going. So here we are at Captain Cook's. This is the little quick service for Polynesian. It's got great breakfast. You can actually get the Tonga toast down here for breakfast, which is unusual. So you don't have to wait upstairs, and you don't have to pay the sit-down prices. And right now they have a lunch and dinner menu, and I recommend the nachos. I think the nachos are the best thing on the menu there, especially for price affordability.
And funner is the correct. If you said we're having more fun, that's fine. But you can't say.
So, and then here's Trader Sam's Grog Gatto, which is the East Coast version of a very popular Trader Sam's bar out in California. That only sits 50 people, so you may have to wait a little bit to get a seat in there. And then once you get in, you kind of have to fight for your own seat, which is what I dislike about it and why I don't come here very often. So they have been doing these tiki mug distributions that people have been madly waiting for. I'm not going to walk around out front there, but you're certainly welcome to come in and explore. If you like tiki bars or the Polynesian, it's worth a visit. And you can buy those collectible drinks. I mean, buy the drinks, pay a little extra, get the collectible mug, bring it home with you. So one of the popular things to do here at Walt Disney World is to rent one of these sun trackers and either just go out and have a lazy day around the lagoon, or you could also, Disney has fishing guides, and you can take one of the fishing guide tours in the morning and go out and catch a few fish. Matter of fact, right here, as my understanding, is one of the better spots. You don't have to go too far from the dock. All right, so that's the Polynesian ceremonial house. Now we're gonna keep on going and head over towards the Grand Floridian. A couple fun things to see over there. I love the Grand Floridian. I love that sort of Victorian style with all the filigree. But my favorite time to visit the Grand Floridian is at Christmas, when they have this giant tree in the lobby, piano player playing Christmas music. Just a good time. I guess since we're here, we should mention the Spirit of Aloha show in Luau Cove. Well, this is a very popular dinner experience. It's not cheap, but you know, if you have a night where you don't want to be at the parks and you still want to have some good Disney high quality entertainment, I recommend the Spirit of Aloha show. Just be willing to be a little adventurous in your food, the food that they bring into your plate. So, all right. And the one thing they don't do there anymore that I wish they did is they used to have at the end of the night that you'd get a meet and greet with Moana, and I don't think they do that anymore. And before Moana, it was Lilo from Lilo and Stitch. So I wish they would bring that back, make the price point make a little more sense. But on the other hand, if you're here for your big vacation of take one big family vacation every few years, build this into your budget. Because for just a little more than what you would pay to dine at Ohana, you get a dinner and a show. That's the real advantage of the Spirit of Aloha. There's the Contemporary Resort off in the distance there, and beyond it is Bay Lake Tower, which is the DVC extension. And then I don't know if you can see it, just in front of it down below is the convention center. Now, a little birdie told me that Disney is like not getting the sort of financial benefit that they want out of the convention center, and they'd rather concentrate all the conventions over in their new convention hotel, which is now the which is now Coronado Springs Resort. So what they're looking to do here is to potentially take down the convention center in front of the Contemporary and erect a new version of the Bay Lake Tower. It may look almost the same, or it may be completely different, but they want to add more DVC rooms over there. And some sharp-eyed cast members have spotted people out taking measurements and doing the surveying. So I don't know if that's just for like some pre-work or if they've already built in the budget, but I'm just saying there may be some changes coming once they've once Reflections, which is the next DVC hotel that's being built over by Fort Wilderness and behind Wilderness Lodge, starts going vertical. They may start working over there. When they built Bay Lake Towers, they'd already built 6 stories of it before they even announced that they were building a new DVC hotel. Everybody was going by in the monorail every day going, "What's that?" And the cast members couldn't say anything because it wasn't official. one of Disney's little quirks. So here we are at the wedding chapel. Well, this is actually Frank's, which is the reception area for the wedding chapel, where you come and pick out your cake, how you want the wedding chapel to look. They have 3 different looks in there, and they can customize each one of those looks based off your needs. You know, what sort of chairs you're going to want at your reception. Where do you want your reception? This weekend, particularly yesterday, is the busiest day of the year for weddings in the United States. Over 34,000 weddings are being held this weekend across the United States. That's insane, but a large portion of weddings happen here at Walt Disney World. It's one of the 10 most popular places to get married in the United States. And a lot of those happen right here. So, congratulations to all the happy couples this weekend. I'm not going to walk up there because it looks like there may be a wedding in progress, but we'll come over here and go as far as we can go and take a look at the Magic Kingdom. Zoom in a little bit here. You can see next to Space Mountain there is the construction for the Tron coaster, and then in front of the monorail beam they're doing some reworking for the pathway that will eventually go all the way around from the Magic Kingdom all the way to the TTC. So that's pretty cool. So the great thing about the wedding chapel here is that it has the Cinderella Castle is framed by the one big window that's behind the altar. So as you're walking down the aisle, you see the castle behind you, and then during the ceremony all your guests are looking at you with this fairy tale setting behind you. So it's pretty unique. Can't get it anywhere else in the world but here. So the pathway continues around along the waterfront here, which is a really nice walk, or if you're into jogging, really nice jog. This is the DVC extension for the Grand Floridian. Slightly less ornate and a little taller than the other buildings. One more story, I think. And the dormers up there don't actually have rooms behind them. They're just for decoration. And the music has transitioned now from the Polynesian, South Pacific music to turn of the century ragtime and Tin Pan Alley. Which I like, which I guess is another reason I like this walk. Hello, Jason. Well, so I don't know about the new bridge. I'm going to be heading over that way, and we're going to end this video, this live stream, with a look at where they're building the new bridge. So stay tuned. Got a little ways to go. Got to walk around the DVC tower. Got to walk through, past the pool. Maybe we'll peek our head, go into the lobby, and then go down to the boat dock where we have a nice view of the new bridge construction. So that's our destination. We started all the way over there at the TTC, walked all the way through the Polynesian Village, all the way around the 7 Sea Lagoon, past the wedding chapel, and here we are. So let's zoom into the wedding chapel. You can see the beautiful portrait window there. And again, just a couple years ago, they remodeled the inside of the chapel to give it a more. It used to have this kind of Victorian feel, and then they upgrade a little bit to make it a little bit more fantasy focused. And now that we've done it, it's kind of neutralized it, so it's this beautiful pearl white. And what that lets them do is they can now layer just by changing the runners on the floor or the flowers on the wall or the hangings. They can change the theme of the chapel to one of a couple different themes that they have. So I wrote about it on the Disney blog when they did it. So if you search Disney World Wedding Chapel, you should be able to find it. All I have is concept art. Oh look, somebody's drawn a hidden Mickey in the sand here. That's cute. Pretty good job too. Pretty good job. Alright, so here's the one of the few sandy beach areas here where you can still hang out. I'm not going to walk through the sand because I have nice new shoes. We'll walk through the pool area here. No, you know what? I'll skip the pool area. We'll just go around the pool area. But this is a zero entry pool, so you can roll right into it with your waterproof.
You're gonna go over to the entrance of the pool over there. I'll meet you over there.
With your waterproof wheelchair. There's beaches, pool, bar, and grill. You can get some drinks, or you can get your, hamburgers and hot dogs and a little bit fancier stuff given the nature of the hotel. Here is the fire pit where they do storytelling. So check at the front desk when you come in, find out what nights they're going to be doing their storytelling. That's where you want to come out here by the pools. And then they have this great little play area, Alice in Wonderland themed. So you can see like kind of the teacups and the Mad Hatter's hat, and it fills up with water and then dumps over, and all the little kids down below get wet. And a lot of fun is had by all. Anyway, that kind of splash pad thing is good for kids that A, don't know how to swim, or B, don't want to swim. So nice to have that option here. So they do have a convention center here still at the Grand Floridian, and this is one of the event locations that you can reserve. They'll bring out tables. They have a little bar here they can open. It's not like an amazing view of the Magic Kingdom, but it can be nice. It's a nice water view. And you're not too far away from sneaking your way into the building here. So let's see if we can find an entrance.
Okay, guys. So we have the yellow tea, and we have the red.
So I do love how beautifully landscaped the grounds here are. Definitely one of my favorite hotels to walk around in and just take in the landscaping from the moment you arrive at the valet on the porte cochere all the way through out to your room. There will be beautiful flowers. So, all right. So this is the side entrance to the main lobby. Looks like we have a wedding photographer coming through here. So lots of people may not see this, but there's this beautiful Peter Pan marble inlay here. And then, oh, it looks like they have one of the chocolate sculptures. Maybe that's chocolate sculpture? I don't know. I don't see this. I don't see any signage, but it looks like this might be one of the chocolate sculptures from Epcot. I can't tell. Yeah, chocolate sculpture hand decorated by the Grand Floridian Bakery. It's insanely detailed. The cheetah spots. Look at the expression on his eye, on his face there. All right, so upstairs on the second floor, they recently added a new bar. It's a Beauty and the Beast themed bar. I have not been here yet. I don't even know if it's going to be open. But maybe we'll go take a look at. First, there's the check-in desks. Here's the main lobby. Beautiful multi-story lobby. There's a piano. I have a little pumpkin patch there for photos. And as you go up, there's a band plays in the afternoon. And these beautiful stained glass, or look to be stained glass, windows up at the top. So, and the birdcage elevator with nautical theming. We're going to walk up here. Again, beautiful design. This is one of the few resorts that, you know, takes its theme all the way through. When you walk into the resort, you really feel like you're at a Victorian beach resort. You're transported away, can't go up that stairs. It's like they're doing some carpeting or some sort of work up there. Maybe there was a leak. I can't tell. Oh, there's some photography going on over there. In probably less than a month, this area down here will close, and they'll put a huge gingerbread house in there that you can actually walk into, and it's a store, so you can't walk into it, Disney cast members can. And over here is the new Beauty and the Beast themed area. It looks like that band has been evicted from their home, so I misspoke earlier. They're now across the lobby over there. So I'm glad they kept the band. Looks like they had to augment them with some speakers because the acoustics from that location are probably not the best. So again, that same little birdie told me that this whole lobby area, the main floor and the second floor, including the restaurants, is due for a little bit of some remodel work. Just not, new carpet. You're going to upgrade the check-in area, give it some of the amenities that people expect in their 4- and 5-star hotels that you may not get right now at the Grand Floridian. So that's kind of the goal. And then, so this is the Enchanted Rose. Like I said, I haven't been here yet. I'm not going to spend too much time here right now, but it's definitely busy. There's people in the bar. Beautiful signage. A little sitting area out front where the band used to be. And this area isn't open, but this is supposed to be like the Beast Library. Looks pretty, like I said, I think they did a really good job with the design. As I said on the blog, it's a beautiful space. What I don't see is like how it fits into the Victorian theme of the resort, but maybe when they finish the lobby remodel, it will make more sense. So like that chandelier is supposed to represent Belle's dress. All right, looks like I lost some of you. So down this hallway are two of the nice restaurants at Grand Floridian. You have Citrico's Dining and Victoria and Albert's Restaurant. Citrico's is a little easier to get into as far as reservation goes. Victoria and Albert's, you have to be a concierge and book way far in advance, and hopefully they can get you a space. Or you have to be quick on the finger 6 months out from your resort stay to get a reservation there. It's not cheap, but it's consistently rated one of the top restaurants in Florida. So going down the circuits. This handcrafted lace here, by the way, is really phenomenal. If you ever get a chance to come to the Grand Floridian and just spend some time looking at all the work that somebody did here to make this beautiful piece of art that I'm sure was used on a table somewhere in Victorian times. Alright, so here's a little store. Because this is a DVC resort, you can also get more than just souvenirs in there. You can get some of the basic food items. And then down this hallway, it's not open right now, is 1900 Park Fair, which is the buffet. And then there's the Grand Floridian Cafe, which is actually one of my favorite spots to eat on property. But we're not going to go there. We're going to go over here. Here's the main pool, beach pool is that way. The main pool is in front of us. And then these topiary swans used to be over, I believe, at the Magic Kingdom, and they found their way over here. So this is kind of like the center of the Grand Floridian. Alright, because I'm running out of time, I'm just going to walk over here and check out the dock, and we'll go look at the bridge, and then we'll wrap this up. Alright, so I don't know if you can see, but straight ahead is Cinderella Castle. Practically so close to the Magic Kingdom, you could swim there from here. Not that I recommend it. Instead, head over to the left here to the marina and grab the 50-foot yacht that they store over here for parties. And take that over. That's still on my list of things to do. I have not yet been on the yacht. Maybe one of these days I'll get a group of friends together and we'll book it. If you get, I think it can hold like 20 people on there. If you get 20 people together, everybody chips in. It's actually not that bad of a deal. Comes with a butler. Brings you food. Here's Narcoossee's. Or Narcoossee's. This was actually the first restaurant I ate at Walt Disney World. First sit-down restaurant. Had a very nice view, looking out over the Seven Seas Lagoon. The fireworks went off. It was very nice. And straight ahead here is the boat launch. And to the left, you can see where they're building the bridge. And so I'm going to walk out a little bit onto the dock, and we'll go take a closer look. We'll zoom in. Actually, this might be a good spot. And my boat's on the way too. So I like that. So there's the bridge, where they're building the bridge. We'll zoom in a little bit. And you can actually see that kind of white section there. That's the actual bridge. They've been assembling it over there. And then you can't really see, but right behind the crane, right by those white rocks, is the pivot that the bridge is going to rest on. So the bridge will connect the left to the right, but it will pivot from that side of the little river and then over to the right where you see the little black retention wall there. That will be the caution side of the walkway, where you'll have to wait back a certain distance until the bridge closes, and then you can cross over. So that'll make for a little fun jogging trip. You'll be able to just jog all the way around. All right, so as I said, my boat is coming in. I am going to head out to the dock and head over to the Magic Kingdom. So thanks for joining me. Actually, let's turn the camera around. Thanks for joining me today as we walked around the Seven Seas Lagoon. Beautiful day for a walk, kind of in the mid-80s, light breeze, just a day I like. That's my boat right there behind me, coming into dock. And I'm gonna go catch it, so be sure to like, subscribe, and follow on all the various platforms. We are the Disney Blog on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and what am I forgetting? Oh yeah, thedisneyblog.com. So join us online, and thanks for being part of our community.